Good day everyone. I'm Angel Mia Abinido. For today's video, we were going to tackle about the giving task. It's all about Module 6 Web Application, Lesson 2 Types of Web Application, together with my partner, Marjorie Sotomayor. So, the objectives of this topic, after going through all this lesson, you are expected to learn about the different types of web applications with their examples and use cases. Classify all existing web types based on their functionalist and define important aspect of web application. So for now, we are going to explain the unlocking of difficult words or terms. First, the HTML, or a hypertext markup language, is the standard markup language for documents designed to be displayed in a web browser. Second, CSS, or a cascading style sheet, a style sheet language used for describing the presentation of a document written. The third one is the JavaScript, server-side that allows you to make web page interactive. So, every web page and the internet use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Think of them as the foundational coding languages of the internet. Just like how Belgium has three languages: French, Dutch, and German. Web pages also have languages. In the case of websites, their languages are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, next is a website. A collection of web pages or related content that is identified by a common domain name and published on at least one web server. So a website is a collection of documents or files that you can access through the internet. Now, in order to be able to look at a website, people use a program called a browser. The most popular browsers are Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. So those are the example of a program that can browse. So next is synchronization, the action of causing a set of data or files to remain identical in more than one location. So let my partner do her job to continue the unlocking of difficult words or terms.
We have here the flash storage. It is a data storage technology based on high-speed electrically programmable memory. So flash storage is any type of drive, repository, or system that uses flash memory to keep data for an extended period of time. An example of these are memory card, flash drive, or USB. Next, we have here the online service. It is any information and services provided over the internet. So, kanisha is any kinds of information that are being provided by the internet or any kinds of transaction that involves internet. Next, we have here the PHP, or also known as Hypertext Preprocessor. It is a general-purpose scripting language geared towards web development. Next, we have here the browser. It is an application program that provides a way to look at and interact with all the information on the World Wide Web. So, it is a computer program that used for accessing sites or information on a network. Next, we have here the Agile. It is continuous incremental improvement through small and frequent releases. So Agile is used especially for software development that is characterized by the division of tasks into short phases of work and frequent reassessment of plans. Next, let's move on to the different types of application. First, we have here the static web app. Next is the dynamic web application. Next, we have a single page applications, multi-page applications, portal web app, animated web applications, progressive web applications, e-commerce web app, and lastly, the content management. So, let's move on to um, let's move on to defining what are these type of web application. First is the static web application. So, what comes into your mind when you hear the static web app? So, static web app is more like a collection of static web pages that display the same information to every visitor. So, kani siya is every time ang visitor kay mo visit sa ilahang nga page, ang information is always the same. Mo change siya ang information unless ang creator mo change. Ang static web apps are built using HTML and CSS, and it doesn't offer any kind of interactivity. So these are the languages used to develop static web application. So starting with the HTML, or also known as Hypertext Markup Language. So Hypertext Markup Language will be the one to create the structure, while the CSS, or Cascading Style Sheet, will stylize the website, and the JavaScript mo increase sa interactivity. We have here the dynamic web application. So, dynamic web application generates data in real time based on the user's request and server response. So, once nga ang user mo request og information, the server would give an immediate response. So, it display different content and provide user interaction. So, completely opposite siya sa static web app. Kay, ang dynamic web application is the information or the content are different compared to static, and it also provides user interaction. So, dynamic web app manage the website directly to change and update the information. So, in dynamic web application, ang information or content kay directly updates mo redirect ra siya. We have here are the examples of dynamic web application. So, nganong dynamic web application ang Netflix? It's because when you log into your Netflix account, it will show you movies or series recommendation based on your choice. So, in case you select a action movie to watch, Netflix will show recommendations based on your selection. Another example is Facebook. So, when you log in sa Facebook, no, then mag-search ka og katong mga kanang celebrity idol. So, naay sa iguman nimo kuan sa search bar kay naay mga information nga manggawas. So, lain-laing information ang mugawas kay dili kay isarada or dili kay pareha tanan ang information nga mugawas. Next, let's move on to single page application. So next, we have here the single page application. So it enables users to interact with the web page without any hindrance. So single page application is considered faster and agile because a single page application doesn't need to update the entire page but only the necessary content. It is a dynamic web application that does not need any browser reloads. A single-page application runs entirely within a browser and doesn't require page reloading. So, an example of single-page application is Gmail. Why? It's because when accessing an email app, its headers and sidebars will stay intact as you accessed your inbox. Next, let's move on to multiple page application. What is multi-page applications? It is a web app that includes multiple pages and reloads the whole page whenever a user navigates to a different page. It allows optimizing each page for search engines. It lets users access different pages with the click of their mouse. So from the word multi, so daghan jud siya nga pages no. So kani siya nga application is, for example, is the Google Docs, Amazon, or 3. So nganong ang Amazon kay multi-page application man siya? That's because, for example, when you log into Amazon to buy a mobile phone, you need to click on a specific mobile phone. As soon as you will add a phone to your cart and hit the next button, the web application will redirect you to the next page. Then you need to click on buy and again redirect to the next page to finalize your order. So that's the reason. So next slide will be discussed by Miss Angel Abinido. So let's welcome here with a round of applause, please.
Thank you, Ms. Sotomayor. So next is portal web apps. So when you say portal, it is the entry to something or organization through the internet. So a web platform that provides a specific type of user with a single access point to the relevant information. So this is a very easily search and authorize that permission according to your preference. So we have two example of a portal web application. So first is the Udemy and Coursera. So these two example is very well-known educational portal across the globe. So Udemy is an online educational portal that provides various courses from IT to business. So the aim of this Udemy is to help everyone to have access to education without paying a hefty amount fees. So next is Coursera. So the aim of this Coursera is to provide a life-transforming learning experience to learners across the globe. And you can access online courses from anywhere and get degrees from learning companies and universities. Next is animated web apps. So a web application that supports animation and synchronization on the web platform. It gained the user's attention and deliver valuable information. So we have the example of this animated web app. So first is the Game of the Year and Pieces in Peace and Your Plan, Your Planet. So Game of the Year is the game revolves around answering the quiz. So this is educational game. So we can use this to exercise our brain. Next is Pieces in Pieces. So this animation of this website artistically creates different types of pieces using different shapes. So next is Your Plan, Your Planet. This is to help the planet thrive. Google has taken an initiative by creating a website to help you understand how your impacts the planet via sustainability. Next is progressive web apps. So responsive and allow browser compatibility and easy to work in online and offline mode. And this will update itself without any user interaction. So the main reason for choosing a progress web app is for your business is that enhance the speed and adaptability of web application. So even with a bad internet connection, this will very useful when you useful and easier to access the information without any problem. So we have a three example of a progressive web apps. Use cases of a progressive web app. So first is a Starbucks, BMW or a Irish Motor Network, and Spotify. So Starbucks is converted into a web application to target a wider range of customers and promote their product by offering irresistible offers. So the BMW or a Irish Motor Network, this their web app provides a seamless experience by allowing users to check compatibility and accessories update. So next is the Spotify. So Spotify is constantly working on upgrading its mobile and web application by offering exceptional support. Next is a e-commerce web app. So this type of web application that helps users electronically buy or sell goods over the internet, or a website that allows you to buy and sell tangible goods, digital products, or service online. So this e-commerce web apps is, for example, if this is a Shopee or a Lazada. So Shopee is a web application that we can buy something or we can sell something. So we have another three example of use cases of e-commerce web apps. So first is Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. So Amazon has strenuously scaled by allowing users to order from their website and mobile apps. So the eBay has specially developed a portal for mobile users to let them bid, buy, and browse using third-party mobile phones. So the Walmart is by allowing users to order via the mobile web, and Walmart is able to scale their business from the group app. So next is a content management system. So this is organized the website content easily, offers users and group functionality, and for creating, managing, and optimizing your customers' digital experience. And this is easily language integration and support. So this is a software program that helps users manage digital content and improve the production and management of content, is known as CMS or a management system. So we have the three example use cases of content management system. So first is WordPress. So this by allowing developers to build effective website. The next is Drupal. Drupal lets developers build powerful website for the web. So this is an open source for CMS and allows you to develop websites that you use daily.